So in today's video, guys, we're gonna have a look at the latest release coming for a pair of Nike Air Max, which, to be honest, I was expecting it to drop in March, but we actually had a surprise drop. So in today's video, we're gonna have a look at the color, which most definitely is not gonna be my favorite, but at least we have the model in. Hello guys, and welcome back for a brand new review. If you are new to the channel, please consider subscribing and also giving me a like. It really helps out the channel. In today's video, guys, as I said earlier, we're gonna have a look at this brand new release coming from Nike for a pair of Air Max, and this one will be the top range, if I'm not mistaken, which every year it's getting another release. So let's go ahead and start with the box, guys, which, as you can see, will come in this matte black colorway, which will have this big Nike swoosh in its white color here on top of the lid. Then at the front of the box, you're gonna have written Air Max in this white and orange color. On the side, we're gonna have Dn8 alongside the Nike swoosh in its white color. So let's just go ahead and take the shoes out, guys. But before that, let's go ahead and look at this very nice paper. On this paper, guys, we're gonna have the breakdown of the shoe with the sole units. It seems that for the front and back sole units, we're gonna have some high pressure, while for the middle ones, we're gonna have some low pressure air units. Most definitely, this is quite nice to have something to let us know what exactly we are receiving. And at least in my opinion, I really feel that this schematic should have been included for that Nike Air Zoom Pegasus Premium, which I dropped a review last week, which most definitely was quite a very disappointed unboxing with that orange box, which is just your regular one. Nevertheless, at least we have something for this new Air Max range, so let's just go ahead and take them out, guys. So in today's video, we're gonna have a look at this first colorway released, at least for now, and this one will be for the Nike Air Max Dn8. So if you are regular to the channel, guys, you've probably seen my latest review for a pair of Air Max, which was that pair of Nike Air Max Muse, which I really thought and hoped that is not gonna be the main one which will drop this year. So I was actually right. It seems that this Nike Air Max Dn8 will be the main one, which if I'm not mistaken, last year it was called just the DN, with DN standing from dynamic, but we already had a lot of leaked images earlier this year and last year as well, with this brand new one coming on the market, which will have more air sole units visible. So this one is called the DN8, with the 8 standing from the 8 visible air units which are present for this release. Of course, inside we actually have just one air sole unit, but it seems that this one will have some slightly different pressures for the chambers, which was explained in that wrapping paper, which you've seen it for the unboxing. So even though this one it's not my favorite colorway, it seems that in the next couple of weeks we're gonna receive some more. So this one just dropped here in the UK for the retail price of £175 or around $190 US, making this one with £20 more expensive than the previous year's release. So with that being said, guys, let's go ahead and also do a small breakdown of this brand new release. So as you can see, for this upper, we're gonna have this very vibrant pink color, which will use some different materials for most of this upper. So as you can see, in this very vibrant pink, we're gonna have this mesh material, which feels like a ripstop. So this will be present mostly here at the top of the toe section, where on top it will also have like a rubberized fuse material to give it a bit of a protection. So this one will be present for most of this upper, in the midfoot and also at the back, but not covering the heel section. And as you can see, in a slightly lighter shade of pink, we're gonna have like a different material which feels like a plasticky mesh. So this one, at least in my opinion, it doesn't look so appealing, at least not in this color combination. So this plastic mesh material will be present on both medial and lateral side, and also covering this heel section as well. Well, as you can see, on top we'll also have this heel counter support, which to be honest doesn't actually cover the proper heel, it's just gonna be above it. So this one will also have the Air Max Dn logo. Then on top of this ripstop material for the upper, at least for the lacing system, we're gonna have this felt material, in which on top will also have some reflective dots as well. So this lacing system will have some punch out holes, we'll also have some loops as well, which will keep in place these pink flat laces. And underneath these laces we're gonna have a decent amount of padding for this tongue, which feels that it will use some different materials for both lower and upper part. And this one will also have here in the midfoot this rubberized material which will let these laces through. And at the top we're also gonna have the Air Max lettering, which will come in this rubberized material. As you can see here on the lateral side of the ankle section, we're also gonna have this rubberized Nike swoosh in this black color. So now we can actually go inside of the shoe, where as you can see we're gonna have this pink lining, which underneath will have a decent amount of padding. And at the bottom, guys, we're gonna have this cheap foam insole, which is a Durapon X1 in this pink color. And at the heel section we're gonna have the same Air Max Dn logo, which was present also here at the back of the heel. So now guys, we can go to this very interesting looking midsole, which will use the same materials as the 2024 release, which will include this EVA, which feels quite soft, but inside of it we're gonna have this dynamic air bubble, which will have exposed these 8 windows. As I said earlier, it seems that the first two and the last two will have like a high pressure air, while the ones in between will have like a low pressure air. So by stepping on this heel, you'll actually move the air all the way to the front of the shoe, and then when finishing your step, the air will go back to the heel. So that's why it's called dynamic. In my opinion, it's looking quite good. For sure, this one feels actually quite comfortable underfoot. The design for sure will try to continue the lines coming from the top, but in this color combination are not that visible. So now guys, we can finish with this very interesting looking rubber outsole, which in my opinion looks almost the same as the one used last year. So at the front we actually have like a semi-translucent rubber, which will reveal this air bubble underneath. We're also gonna have these 4 dots at the heel and also at the front. In the midfoot we're also gonna have this DN Air logo as well. As in for the actual sizing, guys, for this one I decided to go with a half size down, which I also did the previous year for that DN release. But I feel that this overall release, it's actually a bit narrower than the 2024 release. So my recommendation will be that if you have skinny feet, you can go with a half size down. If you have normal feet, you can just stay with your true to size. And just in case you have wide feet, guys, most definitely you need to go with at least a half size up or even a full size up. Overall, I feel that this one, it's actually narrower comparing with the previous 2024 DN release. So overall, guys, this brand new release coming from Nike for this Air Max Dn8. In my opinion, it's looking quite futuristic. Unfortunately, for this color combination, it's not that noticeable. For this one, we just have like 2 tones of pink, which at least in my opinion, it's not one of my favorite colorway at all. But at least I managed to get this one quite earlier in to see exactly what materials we have. And I need to admit that for 175 pounds or $190, we are not actually getting better materials, which are actually feeling a bit cheap. I feel that we are actually paying more just because we're gonna have some air sole units at the front as well this time. As you might know, for the DN from last year, we just had it at the heel section. At least this one feels quite good underfoot, but I wouldn't say that comparing with the DN release from 2024, this one feels much more comfortable. Overall, I would say that the level of comfort is roughly the same, but as I said earlier, this one it's actually a bit more narrower. This one feels a bit tighter, but after a couple of wears, for sure these ones will break in quite nicely. But overall I would say that this one, it's a decent pair. I don't like the materials for the upper, that's for sure, but the level of comfort is quite good. Unfortunately, as I said earlier, this one increased in price. This one it's hitting almost $200 US, so for sure I would have expected something a bit nicer for this upper. But I guess if you are willing to wait for a couple of months, you can actually buy these ones on sale. So yeah guys, this was my unboxing and reviewing of this brand new release coming from Nike for this Air Max Dn8. I really hope you've enjoyed this video, and if you did, don't forget to press the like button, maybe also subscribe to the channel. Of course, if you want to have a look at any of my latest reviews, you can choose from any of the videos which you have now on the screen. And as always, I will see you in my next one. Thanks for watching.